Hello, yogis. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Miriam, and today we're going to do a sweet, short, about half-hour flow with headstand options. If you don't have headstand in your practice, that's totally okay. We're going to work our way up to it. Maybe you try it today. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just do the flow without the headstands. So if you like to have blocks, you can grab blocks or any props you like, but you don't need them, and meet me on your mat. We're going to get started in a seated position today. So you just want to sit crisscross or up on a block, any other comfortable position. Take your hands either palms down for a little more grounding or palms up to invite in anything you'd like to pull into your practice today. Once you find that spot, close down the eyes, shift your weight back and forth, maybe side to side, finding a spot where you feel the crown is stacked over the tailbone. Soft eyes, soft forehead, and begin to breathe, noticing your own breath, cadence, and rhythm. Begin to pull the breath a little bit deeper into the belly. Perhaps you start your ujjayi breathing now, creating that whispered sound at the back of the throat, sound like ocean waves rolling through your skull. If you'd like now, you can set an intention for class. Bringing hands to heart center, bow your head. Lift the chin back up, take a deep inhale through the nose. Audible sigh out the mouth. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Last one, deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Wonderful. We're going to start today in a tabletop position. So rolling over the knees or swinging the legs off to one side. Plant the hands right under the shoulders, knees right under hips. And start to take some little motions here, side to side, back and forth. Maybe you take some circles on the wrists. Intuitively moving the spine and just warming up the body to get ready for a little bit deeper movement here. We're going to move pretty quickly. This is a short class and we're working ourselves up into headstand. Just get yourself moving a bit. Coming back through center, a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, arch the spine, drop the belly button, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, push the floor away, round through the back. Inhale, pull it through, arch the spine. Exhale, push the floor away and round. One more time. Inhale, draw the heart center through, arch. Exhale, push the floor away, round it out. Inhale yourself back into a neutral spine. Spread the fingers wide. Push down into the base of the thumb, the whole base of the palm. Slide these right toes back behind you, right leg out long. Squeeze the right glute, push evenly through the hands, and lift that right leg up in line with the hip. Again, draw the belly button in and pull the outer right hip and the right pinky toe towards the floor. You can stay right here or also reach the left fingertips forward towards the front of the mat. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, draw the left elbow, right knee towards one another, or just right knee to the chest. Inhale, back out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. 2 more. Inhale to reach. Exhale, draw it in. Last one. Inhale, reach.
Exhale, draw that knee in towards the elbow and hold. See if you can pull the knee a little bit closer up towards your chest. Engage through the core. So draw that belly button in, squeeze up on the pelvic floor. Inhale, reach it out. And exhale, drop the left hand and the right knee next to each other. Walk the hips out side to side. Steady out your breath. Coming back through center, slide the left toes back, that left leg's long. Push into the base of the palms, base of the thumb. Squeeze your belly button in, push the floor away. Squeeze that left glute and lift the left leg up off the floor. Turn the pinky toe side of that foot towards the floor and the outer left hip draws down. Firm up the belly by drawing the belly button in. Stay right there. Reach the right fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow, left knee come together. Inhale, reach. Exhale together. Inhale, reach. Exhale together. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale together. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale together and hold. Push the floor away with that left hand. Draw the left knee up into the chest. Squeeze through the core. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Take your knees wide. Sink the hips back towards the heels and relax into your child's pose, Balasana. You can stretch the fingertips forward or take the hands back by the knees or under the forehead. Lift the head and chest up gently. Slide this left hand underneath the right arm and then bring the left side ear left towards the floor. Keep sinking the hips back towards the heels and then maybe draw that right armpit down towards the left arm. So closing the gap, turning the chest towards the floor. Push into the right hand, lift up, slide the left hand back forward, and then right arm comes underneath left, right side ear towards the floor. Then maybe start to pull that left shoulder down towards the right arm, chest towards the floor. Keep sinking hips back towards heels. Push into the left hand and slide that right arm forward. Come back through your tabletop. Tuck your toes. We're headed into our first downward facing dog. Pretty quick today. Pedal out the feet. Spread the fingers wide. Draw your belly button up towards your spine, up towards your solar plexus. Tailbone towards the ceiling. Find a bit of stillness here. Draw the eyes of the elbows towards the top of your head so the triceps are hiding behind you, biceps facing forward. Inhale. Side out the mouth. Exhale. Look forward. See where you're going. Come high up on the tippy toes on an inhale. Use your exhale to walk the feet up to meet the hands about hip width apart. Nice bend through the knees, hands to the shins. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and stay for a couple more breaths. Maybe play with your center of gravity by rocking forward and back from the balls of the feet to the heels of the feet. And put a deep bend through the knees now, root into the heels. Ragdoll yourself all the way up to standing. Head and neck come up last. Spend a few moments finding yourself in Tadasana in your standing pose here. Rooting down evenly into the feet, little bend through the knees. Inhale and sweep the arms up. Exhale, take a swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step one foot and then the other back into your plank. Pull the crown of your head forward. Inhale. Exhale, start to bend the elbows, lowering all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, up into your cobra. Exhale, dip it up and back, downward facing dog. Few breaths here, just catch the breath, slow down the heart. Push the floor away as you lift the tailbone, which might mean that the knees are deeply bent and the heels lift up off the mat. Next, inhale, look forward. Use your exhale, step or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, reverse your swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Two more, just like that, just to get us warm. Surya A. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. On your exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, roll it back, downward facing dog. Just a couple breaths here, just to reset. Reestablish your Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Lift the tailbone, push the floor away, but draw the crown of your head towards your thumbs. Next, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise and reach. Exhale, hands through heart center. Last one. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Once you get here, take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, look forward, see where you're going. On your exhale, step or hop or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root down, rise and reach. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale. Sigh it out on the exhale. Feel the heat you've built in your body. Give yourself a moment to settle before we move on. Next, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take that swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. On your exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step one foot and then the other back, coming into your high plank pose. Really root down into the base of the thumbs here. Spread the fingers wide. And then imagine there's a string coming out the crown of your head, pulling you towards the front of the mat, the front of the room, coming high up on the tippy toes. Draw the bottoms of your glutes towards your heels. You can always lower the knees at any point. Make this a knees down plank. Take one more inhale. Exhale, push the hips up and back. Rest in your downward facing dog or even a child's pose here. Find the rest here. Reestablish the breath. Next, inhale, coming back into your plank pose. Pull the crown of the head forward. You can stay right here or lower one forearm and then the other down onto the mat. It's a little bit modified forearm plank. Interlace the fingers here. Make a little cup so the thumbs are facing forward. Think of your palms like a nest. Okay. Push the forearms down. Draw the crown of the head forward towards the front of the mat. Squeeze the quadriceps. Pull the belly button in. One more inhale. Now on your exhale, if you've got your forearms down, try and send it back into a dolphin-like pose. So pushing the forearms down, drawing the hips up towards the ceiling. Reach the face through the gates of the arms. One more inhale. You could always just take a downward facing dog. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the shins, slide your arms back. Rest in this narrow child's pose for a few breaths. When you're ready, make your way back up and into your downward facing dog. Hips up. Take a few moments to settle out the breath. When you're ready, inhale and sweep the right leg up high, then bend that knee and open the hips. Open the chest, but push evenly into the hands. Reach the right heel towards the right glute. Take another inhale. Exhale, start to close the hips back towards neutral as you draw that right knee up towards the right forearm, right elbow, or right tricep. Inhale, sweep it back, point the right toes up at the ceiling. Exhale, draw it forward, and then replace the right hand with the right foot. Push the right foot down, push the left toes down, squeeze that left glute, sweep it up into your high crescent lunge here. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands down to the hips. Start to turn towards the left as you plant that left foot. Heel toe the right foot towards center. Coming into your warrior two legs where the right heel is lined up with the arch of the left foot. And sweep the arms up, finding your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can push the feet down and away from one another. Sink a little bit deeper. Flip the palms over. Next, inhale. Lengthen out that right leg by pushing the right toe down and reach the fingertips up. Exhale, push it back down. Warrior two. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Then turn the right toes and the left toes same direction alongside of your mat. Exhale, take that swan dive forward, hands to the floor or maybe blocks as you dip the crown of the head towards the floor. Walk your hands back a little bit so the hands might be planted. Push into the outer edges of the feet. Reach the crown of the head towards the floor. Gently draw your belly button in. Start to lift up halfway, hands to the tops of the hips, come all the way up. Turn the left toes out now towards the back of the mat. Turn the right toes slightly in. Make sure you have that left heel to right arch alignment as you bend that left knee and sweep the arms up, finding your warrior two. Push into the left heel, outer edge of the right foot. Next, inhale, flip the palms, lengthen the left leg, reach up. Exhale, bend it back down, warrior two. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back to your warrior. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Turn the left toes in. Exhale, Swan dive forward. This time, maybe you grab your ankles or the outer edges of your feet. Try and draw yourself in. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Maybe the crown of your head reaches down towards the floor just a little bit more this time. Inhale, lift up halfway. Walk your hands back towards the top of the mat, coming back into a runner's lunge here. Then step the right foot back to meet the left. Find yourself in your plank. Inhales and exhales, smooth and slow. Stay right here or lower one forearm and then the other, coming back into that modified forearm plank where the fingers are interlaced, making a basket out of your hands. Inhale. Exhale, push yourself back, either walking the feet in, finding a dolphin, or come back up, find your downward facing dog. Push into the forearms, lift the tailbone. And begin to drop the knees, untuck the toes, and come into a narrow child's pose here for a few moments. Start to lift yourself back up now. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, push yourself up and back into that downward facing dog once more. Establish the breath, and when you're ready, inhale and reach the left leg up. Bend that left knee, come into your down dog. Open hip, push evenly into both hands. Reach the left heel towards the left glute. Inhale. Exhale, start to draw that left knee in towards the left forearm, elbow, or tricep. Inhale, reach it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull that left knee forward and then plant the left foot down. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into your high crescent lunge here. Exhale, the hands down to the hips. Start to open up towards the right as you plant right foot, heel toe the left foot towards center. So you find that warrior two alignment, left heel, right arch. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, stay for the warrior two this time. Smooth and steady breath. Settle your gaze. Then flip the palms over. Inhale, sweep the arms up, parallel the toes. Exhale, hands through heart center this time. Folding forward. Maybe the forearms can come down to the ground or blocks this time, and then drop the crown of the head. Maybe you interlace the fingers and make that little basket, pulling the crown of the head between the hands towards the floor. Push into the outer edges of the feet, push the forearms down, but draw the crown of the head down. Begin to lift up through center, hands to the tops of the hips, all the way up. Turn the right toes out, turn the left toes in, warrior two stance. Exhale into your warrior two. Settling in here for a few breaths. One more inhale. One more exhale. Flip the palms over. Inhale up, parallel the toes. Exhale once more, hands through heart center, and drop towards the floor, maybe forearms to floor or blocks. Maybe this time you walk the hands back behind you through the legs and continue to pull the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, start to lift yourself back up through center. Walk your hands back towards the top of the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right into your plank. And then push the hips up and back this time into your downward facing dog. From here, drop your knees down to the mat, untuck your toes, and sit back on your heels as we prepare ourselves for headstand before we cool down. So few options here to take headstand or to do some headstand prep. So you can we'll start with headstand prep. Bringing the arms down. You want to plant the arms here. So forearms will be palm to elbow. Right? That's the distance you want to take the arms. And then clasp the hands together, just like we were doing in our forearm plank here. Make a little basket out of your hands. I like to point my thumbs up towards the ceiling. From there, tuck your toes and push your hips up and back into this long dolphin pose. Okay? The heels probably won't touch the ground. That's fine. And your knees can be bent. That's not the priority here. The priority is drawing the elbows towards one another, strengthening the arms, and squeezing the belly button in. So strengthen the core here. Turn it on. Okay? And then you're going to start to pull your chest forward towards your thumb. So the head is coming past the hands, and then push into the forearms, draw the hips up and back. So you're coming through this like modified forearm plank and a dolphin. And see if you can do this 10 times, whether that's in a row or you have to take breaks by putting the knees down and sinking back into your narrow child's pose. If you're ready to try a traditional headstand, you can always take your mat to the wall or set yourself up on a blanket for your elbows or padding close to the wall if you want to use a wall for support, or if you're ready to take headstand in the middle of the room, then we'll do that. So again, setting yourself up, elbow to palm, draw the hands forward, create that little triangle. That's your tripod. That's the strongest shape that we can form. Make the little basket out of your hands. Then tuck the toes under, again, coming through that dolphin down dog shape. Imagine placing the crown of your head right in between the hands. So the thumbs are going to point up towards the ceiling, high up on the tippy toes, and start to walk the feet in. Okay, you're using mostly the forearms here and arm strength. Start to bend one knee, pulling that heel up towards your glute. Lean a little bit further forward and lift the other knee. This might be where you stay, knees bent, pushing down into the hands, or maybe you start to lift the feet up towards the ceiling. Now I'm pushing very strongly through the forearms here, almost like my head doesn't need to be touching the ground. The back of my head is in the basket of my hands. Draw your belly button in. See if you can take 10 long breaths here. You can always have the wall behind you for support with the foot resting on the wall. And of course, come down when you need. When you're ready to come down, start to bend the knees first, very slowly pulling the knees towards the chest. Drop one foot and then the other. Sink down onto the heels. Do not pop right up. Rest into your child's pose. Giving your body some time to reset and realign. When you're ready, slowly start to make your way up and all the way onto your back. Drawing the knees up and into the chest, rock side to side. And counteract that headstand with a fish pose. Plant the feet down, wiggle the hands underneath the glutes. Then push down into the hands and lift up onto the elbows, walking them towards one another underneath your back so the shoulder blades will pull together. Push the forearms down once more and lift through the heart center as you drop the head back, crown of the head, reaching towards the floor. Few breaths here, and keep your feet planted, knees bent, or take the legs out long. Lift the head up, slide the elbows out of the way, come all the way down. Take your arms out to a T or a cactus, then heel toe your feet as wide apart as your mat, and windshield wiper the knees gently side to side. And drop both knees over to the right now. Let the hips sink forward and down. Maybe turn the head and look off to the left. And bring the feet through, knees through center, and drop both knees over to the left. Sinking hips forward and down. Maybe turn and look to the right. Lift both knees back up through center. Draw the knees into the chest one at a time. Rock yourself side to side. Maybe take the knees wide or a happy baby pose here. Rocking and rolling out the spine, and maybe turning the head side to side, looking the opposite direction that the lower body is turning. All the way back through center, and release yourself into your Shavasana, or take any last poses you might like, maybe a shoulder stand. Allow your palms to turn up or down. Close the eyes, relax your forehead. Let yourself sink down and into the mat. Let the breath take over here. Allow thoughts to drift past your mind's eye without clinging or holding, simply observing and recentering into the breath. You're welcome to stay here in Shavasana, and I encourage it for as long as you like. If you're ready, and when you're ready to come out, roll to your right side, coming into a fetal position. Draw the knees up towards your chest. Rest your head on a pillow of your hands or your right upper arm. Use the hands and arms to push yourself up and into a comfortable seat. Hands to heart center. Release practice with a deep breath in the nose and out the mouth. Deep inhale. Let it go. Thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe for more content, and let me know
if you liked it or not in the comments below. Have a beautiful rest of your day.